I have been divorced for a long time. I have two wonderful girls, and I have no drama about when to pick them up. That is, I spend every possible second with them. I have a wonderful relationship, and we both talk openly, and they share a lot with me. But I have something like a panic attack regarding the little girl. I feel constant fear and horror that something might happen to her. The little one is naughty and not careful. Maybe that's why we usually fall asleep in the living room. She on one sofa, I on the other, at night just to move, and I wake up and I can't sleep all night. I also constantly have nightmares that something is happening to her. Give me advice on how to overcome it.
First, and I really want you to hear this, what you're describing is not weakness. It's not a personal failing. It's a really powerful and actually very common form of parental anxiety. It's coming from a place of just incredible love, but that love is getting twisted into a state of constant exhaustion and fear. It's clear you're a deeply dedicated parent, and that amazing bond you have is exactly why this feeling has gotten so intense.
So let's talk about what's actually going on here on a deeper level. Sometimes just giving a name to an experience can take away some of its power. What we're really talking about is a state called hypervigilance. So what is hypervigilance? Well, think of it as your mind and your body being constantly on alert. You're stuck in this threat detection mode, and it's all being driven by that deep, intrusive fear that something awful could happen, especially after a huge life change, like a divorce, where that fear of experiencing even more loss can be really, really strong.
This right here, this is probably the script that's running on a loop in the back of your mind, maybe without you even realizing it. I have to be careful constantly. If I relax for even a second, something bad will happen. It's a protective instinct that's just gone into overdrive, shifting from a helpful awareness to this draining, 24/7 state of high alert.
And here's the really tricky part. Your body's alarm system, the part that gives you a racing heart, that jolts you awake, that creates those nightmares, it honestly doesn't know the difference between a real danger happening right now and an imagined one in the future. It reacts to your fearful thoughts as if the threat is real, right here, flooding your system with stress hormones and making it impossible for you to truly rest.
Okay, so now that we understand the problem, let's get to the most important part, solving it. It's one thing to know what's happening, but the goal is to reclaim your sense of calm. So let's dive into a practical toolkit with some real concrete steps you can start taking. The very first step is learning to see this internal battle for what it is. On one side, you have that anxious fantasy, that powerful looping what-if story. And on the other, you have the actual reality of the present moment. So the work here begins by consciously asking yourself when that panic starts to rise, is my child in actual danger right this second? Or am I reacting to a scary picture in my head? I guarantee almost every time you'll find it's the picture.
So this brings us to a huge point. You have to retrain your brain. Step 1 is what we just talked about, actively questioning those fears. Step 2 is about your actions. Sleeping on the couch to monitor your child, while it comes from a place of love, is sending a powerful message to your own nervous system. It's telling it, it's not safe to relax, we must be on guard. You have to, little by little, reclaim your own bed, your own space. That action teaches your body that it's okay to let go of that control.
Step 3 is about working with your body, not against it. When anxiety hits, your breathing gets shallow and fast. By consciously slowing it down, like a 4-second breath in and a long 6-second breath out, you send a direct signal to your nervous system to calm down. And step 4 is so vital. Kids are like emotional sponges. They feel a parent's tension. Your constant anxiety can unintentionally start to teach your child that the world is a fundamentally scary place.
And this really brings us to the bigger picture, doesn't it? To a parent's true goal. This isn't just about managing your own fear. It's about the kind of world you're building for your child through your own example.
Let's just pause on this question for a moment. You want her to grow up brave, don't you? You want her to be curious and confident and to see the world as a place of adventure, not a place of constant threat. Well, the most powerful way you can teach her that is by modeling it yourself. When a child feels that their parent is calm and grounded, their own little nervous system learns how to be calm too. The internal message they get is so profound. My parent is calm, therefore I am safe. The world must be a safe place. Your well-being isn't selfish, it's the very foundation of hers. So let's reframe this entire experience one last time. This is about transforming that feeling behind the fear, taking it from a place of terror and bringing it back to what it truly is at its core. Please let this sink in. The intensity of your fear is not a prediction. It does not mean something bad is going to happen. It is simply a measure of how immensely you love your child.
The wires have just gotten a little crossed, turning that beautiful, powerful emotion into a source of panic instead of a source of strength.
And that really is the ultimate takeaway here. Love shouldn't be experienced as terror. Your journey, starting now, is to honor that powerful love by learning to hold it with calm and with safety, so that both you and your wonderful girls can thrive in it instead of being imprisoned by it.